Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture to see how those incidents may or may not affect our daily lives. Listen, at this point, this mess between Jay Z and Tony Busby is about to be like Star Wars to me. And what I mean by that is, excuse me, first Busby hits. So that's a new hope. and with all of this stuff they counter, and now it's Empire Strikes Back to me because Busby is striking back. So what are we talking about? Because this has been going on, and it has hit what I call a fever pitch at this point. And so I am not going to go point by point or anything like that. I'm just going to go over. TMZ has a great article explaining what's going on, and I'm also going to go over some Instagram posts by Tony Busby, if I can. Yeah, I still have it. All right. So let me do this. Let me share my screen. And while I'm doing that, housekeeping, please like this video. And if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. And once you subscribe, you'll be open to a plethora of movies and television series that I have reviewed, my celebrity legal issues, and my pop culture chats. All right. Let's get into this, child. I mean, a mess. A mess. All right. So here is what we have. You've got by TMZ, and they reported on it today, that Tony Busby, Rock Nation's trying to pay people to sue me. He calls out Jay-Z's attorney. Now, if you go back into my playlist, you see that I did a review of Alex Spiro's PowerPoint presentation about how he found the holes in the story of Jane Doe, VMA's Jane Doe. He talked about it. He talked about the timeline. So go back to that video. Let me see if I have the overlay for that video. But go back to that video, and it definitely will give you the information as Alex Spiro did it piece by piece, letting you know. Here it is. This is the video that I did. You can definitely go back and check that out. Go back and check that out because Alex Spiro outlines point by point how that what they said, what was in the lawsuit and in the amended lawsuit could not have happened because they had their detectives or whoever they have working with them in his office, his law firm. They went out and they found all this information. They even broke down how the timeline didn't match. It was a whole lot of stuff. And so they are pushing for Jay-Z to be dismissed from the lawsuit. They also mentioned that excuse me, that there was a lot of people from that people who were calling to be clients of Tony Busby, how Tony Busby was telling. Now this is what Alex Spiro is alleging. He is saying that when Tony Busby put up the 1-800 number, they had an influx of calls, and their influx of calls where people were calling to get assistance with trafficking and things like that, not necessarily from P. Diddy, but there were people calls, and that his agency were only wanting to focus on the calls that had anything to do with P. Diddy. And Alex Spiro alleges that Tony Busby's agency law offices were encouraging people to make up stories or to lie about being involved with or having an SA case with Diddy. Now, so you see the background coming from that. So again, let's go over here really quickly and let's look at this story. Rock Nation's trying to pay people to sue me. Tony Buzzbee calls out Jay-Z and his attorneys. Jay-Z's war with Tony Buzzbee is kicking up another notch. The controversial attorney just filed a lawsuit claiming Jay's company, Rock Nation, and its high-powered attorneys are conspiring to turn Buzzbee's clients against them. According to docs obtained by TMZ, one of Buzzbee's clients, a guy named Gerardo Garcia, says two investigators approached him at his home, claiming to work for the state of Texas, and told them they were putting together a lawsuit against Buzzbee that could get Garcia a lot of money. Oops, and it looks like they got looks like they got an Instagram post from Tony Buzzbee in regards to that. Garcia says he recorded the counter with the individuals, and Buzzbee posted a pic last week from the video. It allegedly shows one of them disclosing they work for an attorney named Marcy Croft, who's described herself online as part of Team Rock, the philanthropic arm of Rock Nation. And Buzzbee claims she also works with Alex Spira, Jay's longtime attorney. Garcia says the investigators were very pushy, but instead of accepting their offer, he decided to sue them for barratry. That's a really old-timey word for trying to get someone to file a bogus lawsuit. Okay. In the suit, Buzzbee, on behalf of his clients, says Rock Nation and his attorneys at the law firm Quinn Emanuel have a long history of the type of abusive, egregious conduct Garcia describes. For what it's worth, Buzzbee's originally repped Garcia in a 2020 personal injury lawsuit, which had nothing to do with celebrities. But make no mistake, Buzzbee and Jay-Z are locked in a very personal battle now. Buzzbee reps the Jane Doe who is suing Jay and Diddy for allegedly R-ing her back in the 2000s when she was 13. Jay's already sued Buzzbee, accusing him of trying to extort him, and he firmly believes Buzzbee only added him as a defendant in the case because Jay refused to pay him a settlement. Buzzbee client Garcia is suing Rock Nation, Quinn Emanuel, Marcy Croft, and one of the investigators seeking punitive damages. He claims he suffered injury, though he doesn't mention any specifics. A Rock Nation spokesperson tells TMZ Buzzbee's baloney lawsuit is nothing but a sham. They add its pathetic attempt to distract and deflect attention. This sideshow won't change the ultimate outcome, and true justice will be served. So, let's go back. Let's go over. I have an Instagram post. And this is Buzzbee's Instagram post talking about Marcy. And that's her Instagram, that she is part of Rock Nation. And let's read what Tony Buzzbee has in his little caption over here. It says, today the Buzzbee law firm filed a lawsuit against Rock Nation and lawyers Marcy Croft and Quinn Emanuel for violation of various state laws, including barratry and impersonation of a public official. The case was brought on behalf of a former client of the firm who was illegally solicited by agents working on behalf of the defendants. These agents pretended to, I guess he meant to say, pretended to be working for the state of Texas and offered the former client money to sue the Buzzbee law firm. This illegal conduct has happened more than 24 times to date and resulted in two utterly frivolous cases against the firm. The lawsuit filed today alleges that the defendant's conspiracy is intended to obstruct justice and prevent the Buzzbee law firm from pursuing cases related to the Diddy litigation in New York. The conduct isn't just alleged, it was caught on tape. Defendant Marcy Croft, who describes herself on social media as part of Team Rock, is orchestrating the conspiracy along with assistance from defendant Quinn Emanuel. As you can see from the screenshot, Croft, Quinn Emanuel, and Rock Nation have a long working history. The suit alleges defendant Rock Nation is financing the illegal effort. As set forth in the lawsuit earlier this week, agents acting on Croft's behalf again were caught on tape soliciting and offering money up to $10,000 to former clients of the Buzzbee law firm to convince them to file a frivolous lawsuit against the Buzzbee law firm. These folks have now stooped to a new low to try to intimidate the lawyers of the Buzzbee law firm from doing their important work. They now are contacting clients, informing clients, actually offering them money to sue me. This conduct was related to the Diddy litigation. Let me be clear, we will not be bullied or intimidated. The defendants this time overstepped, got sloppy, and stupidly got caught at their illegal scheme on tape. We have reported this conduct to the authorities and intend to cooperate with the authorities to ensure all involved are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the allowed under Texas law. A mess. A mess. So, what do y'all think about all this? It's messy, messy boots at this time. Now, to be fair, it is my understanding that Diddy's lawyers and Jay's lawyers are the same people. So we will see if it had more to do with Diddy or did it have anything to do with Jay-Z. I don't know. But baby, Buzzbee is striking back. He says he has the recording. I think I showed the video. Let me make sure. I'm going to show the people who he's saying that here it is. These are the people. I don't know which one is the Garcia man. Maybe it's him. I don't know. I don't know which one is the Garcia man, but these are the men that he's saying that talked to the Garcia man, and they got him via the ring cam talking about suing the Buzzbee's office. All right, people, let me stop sharing. All right, people, we do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video with you if you care. It's getting messy, 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 messy. I mean, you have two law firms that are going back and forth with each other. And I hope we don't lose sight of what's at play here, particularly with Diddy and his case. And also losing sight of the fact that people are bringing up lawsuits and Buzzbee's office is not properly vetting these people. So I think if anything, if we want to believe any of this to be true, then both sides are acting a plumb fool in the face of justice. All right. All right, people, we do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video if you care. Y'all, please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell a coworker, tell that heifer that you cannot stand that I'm over here making these videos. And as always, people, bye-bye.